Well, the real estate market in the Vail Valley is always fast moving, always changing. And if you're thinking about upgrading your property, selling your property, it's really important to keep some great tips in mind. And I've got Kristen Miller from Engel and Volkers on set with me. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Brad. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
absolutely. I like the track that you're taking with this one. Usually we see pictures of new homes and things, but we could all use advice on when it is time to sell your home and just things to do to make sure that it is as appealing as possible.
Sure. It's that time of year where folks are getting ready. They've been working on their houses or thinking about selling. And one great piece of advice would be to reach out to your real estate advisor up front. To have us come and take a tour of the property with you, to help advise in terms of what items might be important to take care of and what things you could potentially let go, to be really thoughtful about where you're putting your money, being efficient on it, and getting it ready to go to market.
Yeah. What do you find that people, they make an upgrade but it has no little value? Is there a common one that like, oh, you shouldn't have done that?
It's not so much that it's a certain item, it's maybe just being thoughtful about how you do it.
Okay.
And making sure the things go together. And sometimes it's as simple as a fresh coat of paint, kind of a neutral color, or just really being thoughtful of kind of where you're, if you're replacing carpeting, for example, is it going to be the style of the home purchaser that's going to come in? Or is it best to just leave the old carpet and let them, do that on their own?
Yeah.
Just those little things. I think that it really helps to think about that up front, as opposed to the back end.
Do you say most buyers want to look at a new home as a blank slate? It's like mostly white walls, like very plain, so that they can kind of make it their own?
I think it can go a little far with the white wall situation, but
Yeah.
I do think, ideally speaking, another great tip is to make, do a really deep clean. We all want to walk into a sparkly clean home. And then, like you're mentioning, declutter. Just take away, the items that you've kind of had sitting on the shelf for a while or that are special to you. Put those away, and really make it show cleanly, and just kind of, blank slate in that regard.
Yeah.
Is a good tip.
And then it's not just an outside kind of upgrades or decluttering. Curb appeal is very important in the market these days.
It absolutely is. It's one of those things where you think about the interior so much, you put so much time into it, and then potentially might not think about some of the outside items that need attention. Pretty simple there, just making sure your lawn is mowed this time of year, your garden beds are clean, your walkways picked up. Just making sure to think through that curb appeal, that first impression when folks pull up to the home, and are looking to take a peek, take a drive by, look at the address to make sure the outside is thought through as well. Is another good tip.
Well, it's like judging a book by its cover. The first thing they're going to see a house is like the cover, the outside. And It's got to be inviting and get them in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so you're at Engel Volkers' office
Yes.
in Vail.
Yep. Exactly. So things are starting to really pick up. We're seeing that, finally the warm weather is here in the valley, which is so exciting. And we're really seeing listings start to come on, inventory starting to, pick up. Buyers are ready to buy. So it's an exciting time in the valley. And one other tip that we wanted to talk about was staging. So a lot of times homes are vacant, folks have moved on, and the home truly is a blank slate, so nothing in it whatsoever. And one thought there would be to consider staging the property. So people really like to see the way things lay out and the functionality of the space. So staging it can really give it a fresh look, can give buyers that impression of where things go. It also really makes it show great for photos, which is super important. Today folks are really sitting at home, looking at property online. So having it show well, not just for tours and for open houses, but also online. Is a really important aspect of going to market.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. That's some great advice, Kristen. I much appreciate it. And if somebody wants to contact you, if they want you to come out and view their property and just help them out, what's the best way to do that?
The best way to do that is a number on the screen. Give us a call. Any of our advisors could help to let you know our thoughts and give you our advice to get you ready to go to market.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, have a great day. Appreciate you coming
too.
on.
Thanks so much.
And certainly reach out to Kristen Miller or anyone at Engel and Volkers. They are truly the best in the valley at helping you both buy and sell property. And we've got just a little bit more Good Morning Vail coming up right after the break.